Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel, Poverty Hill Adventures. We're in Little Valley, New York at the annual Cattaraugus County Trappers Association Sportsman's Rendezvous. The rendezvous is held every year in August, and it's a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And just about anything that a sportsman might be interested in is here. Have demonstrations, trapping and demonstrations. They have a trapping class for the new trappers. They have vendors, not only trapping supplies, but all sorts of hunting and fishing and outdoor gear. There's an outdoor vendors section called the tailgate section. That's my favorite. I just love poking around, seeing what I can find there. There's 2 buildings full of vendors. At the end of the video, I'm going to show everybody the treasures that I found here at the Sportsman's Rendezvous, Cattaraugus County Trappers Association annual Sportsman's Rendezvous in Little Valley, New York. On the first day of the show, Friday, I picked up these 4 little pocket knives here. The fella had them marked $2 a piece. And they're all vintage pocket knives. They need a little cleanup, a little work on them. But they have a lot of potential. Look at this one here. And here's a little one. This one's got a marking on it. I'm going to have to wait for the cleanup, the restoration, to see who made this one here. This is a saber, and the interesting thing about this one is it was made in Ireland. And it's got a couple blades on it, carbon steel. I think this one's going to clean up real nice. I think it's a real nice pocket knife. And then this one here was marked $2. It's a Victorinox Swiss Army knife, and it's got several tools on it, as you can see here. It's one of the larger ones. It's a little tough opening some of this stuff. It needs a little cleaning and a little lubrication, but this is going to be a restoration project. So 4 pocket knives for $8. The next item that I picked up is a diamond in the rough. This is going to clean up and look just fantastic. This is a very old Coleman kerosene, not white gas lantern. It's got a model number written on it here. I think it says a $2.99. The valve works on it, as does the cleaning needle. The pump is all there. I think it's going to need a new leather washer. The cap is there. This, underneath all this corrosion here, is nickel-plated font, and it's gonna clean up real nice. I think it's the original globe, believe it or not. Just a diamond in the rough. Interesting thing on when I got this, I saw it out on the one blanket, and I looked at the price on it, and it looked to me like it was $5. Looked like a 5 and then like a dollar sign next to it. Well, I jumped at the chance because I know these single mantle older Colemans are somewhat collectible. So I went up to the fella and I handed him $5, and he goes, "Oh no," he says, "that's $15." I says, "Oh, I thought it was a dollar sign. I'm sorry." And he goes, "Well, I'll tell you what, I'll split the difference." And I picked up this old vintage Coleman, which is going to be a fun restoration project. I can't wait to start cleaning it up, for $10. $10. I think it's worth considerably more than that. So I can add this to my collection. With the lantern, the fella must have been a fisherman, because here's one of those reflectors that clamps on it, and this was included. Just a little bit down from the fellow that I bought that lantern from on Friday was this box of unused cedar shaft arrows. They happen to be spined at the weight that I use. They're full length. Looks like just how they came from. These came from Three Rivers Archery, And the price of arrows, especially wood arrows, has gone up considerably. These are brand new, never been shot. $25 for a dozen, which I couldn't get the money out of my pocket fast enough. I thought maybe the guy might change his mind. So anyhow, I picked these up. And those are my finds for day one of the show. We went back on day two. The weather was much nicer. It wasn't raining. Actually, it was a very nice day for the show. And in one of the buildings was a display from Trapper's Post, which is a, like a magazine, a newspaper, whatever you want to call it. And they were giving these out free. So I picked one up. It's a current issue. Trapper's Post. Then I had lost my my little pliers things here. I guess I don't know what the exact name is for them, but I use these for when I'm fishing to get the fish hooks out. And there was a fellow with a pile of these. I think I paid $4 or $5 for them. They're nicely made. I got those to replace my ones that I misplaced somewhere. Then this, I could not turn this down. It's a license plate, and it's from Sasquatch Country. It says on there, believe, and it's got Bigfoot, and it's got in Bigfoot we trust. It's a license plate. I had to pick one of these up. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I just could not pass it up. So maybe you'll see that on my truck or hanging in the workshop. The same fellow that had the Bigfoot license plates had this pair of moccasins, and these are really nicely made moccasins, and you can tell it's heavy leather. I would guess that it's elk, possibly moose, and they're very well made. And I picked these up for $20. $20. How could you go wrong with a pair of moccasins? So I got these. And I always like to support the association that runs the show. I picked up a nice hooded sweatshirt. Cattaraugus County Sportsman Show and Rendezvous. And it's got this logo on the one side, and on the front it's got another logo, Cattaraugus County Trappers. It's a zippered sweatshirt, hooded sweatshirt. I always like to make a nice donation, so I got this sweatshirt and some raffle tickets from the fellas at the Cattaraugus County Trappers Association. Speaking of them, at the end of the day, on day 2, Saturday, they had an auction, and it's a real fun time. The fellas that are the auctioneers are very entertaining. I enjoy just going and watching. It's all donated items. You never know what's going to show up, and they're trying to raise money for the organization, which that money in turn goes to a lot of kids' activities, education, youth camps, and other things. It all goes to a good cause, so I like to support them. So at the auction, at the end of the day on day 2 Saturday, they had a whole pile of stuff, and it was quite entertaining and having a good time watching the whole thing. I bid on a couple of things. I didn't win, but I kept sitting there, and then later in the auction, this item came up. It's an Amish-made leather sling, like, you know, for a shotgun or a rifle or whatever, and it's brand new. And I picked this thing up, and I bid it up because, like I said, I knew that it was going to be it's 100% of the money goes to the Trappers Association from that auction. So I bid it up considerably. I finally got it at $25. It's just a really nicely made sling. So those are my treasures from the Cattaraugus County Trappers annual rendezvous in Little Valley, New York. I had a great time. It was a lot of fun. I got to see Kevin from Gobbler's Roost, and then afterwards Kevin told me that a friend of ours, a viewer by the name of Rich, stopped by. Rich had driven a considerable distance to go to the show, and I'm really sorry that I missed meeting Rich. Kevin said he was a great guy, and perhaps maybe next year I can get together with Rich and meet him. So there you have it. That's my treasures from this year's Sportsman show in Little Valley. Till next time, everybody, take care. Thank you for watching. Remember to keep on trucking and believe in yourself even when no one else does.